Imagine hearing that someone passed away and the first thing people comment is RIP, rest in peace. But what if I told you that as a Muslim, this might not actually be the correct thing to say? What if something that seems harmless actually goes against the way Islam teaches us to speak about the dead? Today we're going to talk about why many scholars advise Muslims to stop saying RIP and what we should say instead. The phrase rest in peace actually comes from the Christian tradition. It's based on the belief that the soul rests peacefully after death until resurrection. That's why you often see RIP written on tombstones in Western cultures. But Islam has its own teachings about death, the grave, and the afterlife. And in Islam, we don't make assumptions about someone's final state after death, because the reality of the grave is something only Allah truly knows. When a Muslim dies, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ taught us exactly what to say. He taught us to say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, which means, indeed we belong to Allah, and to Him we will return. This phrase reminds us of something powerful. Life is temporary. Death is not the end. And every single one of us will return to our Creator. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ also taught us to make dua for the deceased. Instead of just saying a phrase like RIP, we actually ask Allah to forgive them, show them mercy, and grant them Jannah. And that is far more meaningful. Some scholars discourage Muslims from saying RIP for a couple of reasons. First, the phrase comes from another religious tradition. Islam encourages Muslims to preserve their own identity and expressions. Second, when we say rest in peace, it can sound like we're guaranteeing someone's condition after death. But the truth is, we don't know what happens in the grave. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows who receives peace, forgiveness, or punishment. That's why instead of making statements, Islam teaches us to make dua, because dua can actually benefit the person who has passed away. So what should Muslims say instead? There are several beautiful alternatives taught in Islam. You can say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Or you can make simple dua such as, May Allah forgive them. May Allah have mercy on them. May Allah grant them Jannah. These words turn a moment of loss into a moment of remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is exactly what Islam encourages us to do. So the next time you hear that someone has passed away, instead of automatically saying RIP, remember the words taught in Islam. Make dua, remember Allah, and remind yourself of a truth that none of us can escape. One day, it will be our turn to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.